Okay guys, I know I've been MIA for a while, and this is where we're at with the S10, and you'll probably see the Skyline in the background. We'll get to the Skyline in another video, but this one is just going to be the S10. We did basically the Willwood kit that was on the Corvette. That kit was, I think it's like 12 point something inch rotors, two-piece rotor with an aluminum hat. Ended up getting the Willwood hubs to match. It's got the super light 6-piston, I guess you call them like 6P calipers, and then I ended up having to get the UMI adapters to run the Corvette brakes on an S10. I put the G37 Infinity spares on the front with Mickey Thompson 26 tires. I'm going to end up going 27.5, but I just didn't get those yet, and those will be going on my Bill Specialty wheels when I get them. As you can see, it's got some crazy paint job, but the paint job is pretty shot at this point. So again, another cab corner that needs to be done. Alright, so back here we have basically it's a 4-linked stock rear end with QA1 shocks, double adjustable. So it'd be like I guess you call them GD 501s with probably a 175 spring in it right now. I have a mount for the fuel pump right there. I'm going to make a little cage that goes around that in case there is an accident or something. I don't want there to be able to be any impact on that. So the back end is like a Summit Racing 16-gallon fuel cell. Aeromotive A1000 pump, Aeromotive A1000 regulator, all -10 line for feed, combination of -6 and -8 for return. So the return split where the hard line is -8, and as of right now the soft lines are still -6. I need to upgrade them at some point, but I'm hoping I won't need to do it anytime soon because I just don't want to drop the money. So I mean, the inside's kind of a mess, but we can go in there, check out what we have. This is the front of the truck. And if you look carefully, you can actually see what you'd think is an intercooler. That's actually the radiator. So the radiator's mounted really low. We're gonna have to make sure we make some sort of shield so it doesn't hit the ground. But that's really it. So, okay. So we have a full Willwood pedal box with a billet reservoir here. That's really all you're going to see on the interior. It's got a Grant steering wheel, nothing special. What you guys are really going to want to see is what's under the hood. I know that's really what, if you're watching this video because you know the S10, you're probably really only caring about what's under the hood. The turbo's a comp turbo 76, 75. It is pretty small housing, but V-band in, V-band out, and a Griffin radiator. So that's kind of where we're at right now. It's got a chromoly radiator sport. So excuse the wind, but let me just tell you what kind of possessed me to go RB25 in a Chevy vehicle of any sort. So the S10 was sitting with a blown motor. I registered the car and the motor seized like the next day or a couple days after. So I text my buddy, you know, I need a motor and maybe I'll just 2JZ swap it, joking around, you know. He says, you won't do it. Like, you're right, I won't. The trainings are too expensive. I'm not really trying to, you know, go that route. I said, if anything, I'll RB swap it. You know, he goes, you won't. Okay, I won't. A week later, bought myself an RB25 Neo. I went and bought the motor. Bought a fake Greddy intake manifold and whatever little shit I thought I needed. And that was really it. I got the motor, and I'll show you this picture of when I put the motor right in. It fit in there, kinda, sorta. Turbo was hitting steering, this was hitting that was hitting the other thing. I made it work. Long motor, so it was tough to fit. Ended up getting the car running like that with mild modifications. I ended up going top mount to get it running, but that was really it. And fast forward 2 years basically. So the exhaust manifold is a vibrant flange with, I think it's 1 7/8 inch tubing. CX Racing merge collectors, 3-inch crossover pipe to a 76mm turbo. Then we have the Griffin radiator down there, and so this is a 102mm throttle body with the nitrous express plate, dash 10 fuel system, and we're gonna run. Actually, I think I'm gonna change the manifold before I run it, but if either way, I'm gonna run one set of 2000cc injectors, I believe. So I appreciate you guys checking out my video and seeing where we're at with the S10. This was the first real mock-up of the car. Seeing it together makes me feel like we're getting close, so stay tuned.